Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Welcome
Hello.
back or welcome, one of the two. First timers
Yeah.
or
All right.
not. What's going
Want
on,
to start
guys?
off, bud?
Yeah, I'll
Hey,
start off.
do it.
I'm Ghostface, Daniel, uh, co-founder of Lazy Boys, and I'd like to welcome y'all to episode 3 of the Lazy Boy
Yep.
podcast.
Episode 3.
Indeed.
Shit, a minute of that. Sorry. Oops. Go ahead. All right. Let's
It's
go on
on
the
you,
line.
brother.
Oh. As you guys know, I'm Skillet Freak, aka Simba. Welcome to the podcast. Podcast number 3.
All right. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jory, also known as My Zombie. That is my, not Ivy. Thank you very much. Um, I'm the music man around here, so let's leave it at that for now.
And we do
Yes,
Cheers.
have
that song that you heard for the intro,
That
100% produced by him.
came from my little pea brain.
my little pea brain. No, so we do have a guest today. He is a
Special guest.
special guest, I guess. I mean, we can call him a special guest.
What's up,
but
my brother?
he is a good he's a decently small streamer still. He's got what 600 followers now.
Uh, yeah, about 600. Yeah.
About 600
That's
followers on
that's
Twitch right
amazing,
now.
dude.
The link I could provide in the chat. Just watch it later on. His name is Bobnonymous. You want to take it away, Bob?
Yeah. I've been streaming for about 2.5 years now, consistently, and my Twitch name is Bobnonymous1. The link would be twitch.tv/Bobnonymous1. Um, but yeah, I I do it because it's my passion, and I'm gonna continue to do it because not only do I love video games, but I love being social, so it just helps,
All
Yeah,
right.
heck yeah,
That's
dude.
good.
Welcome.
I just
Welcome,
especially in
welcome.
a time of pandemic.
yeah, and
Yes.
Yeah.
there's been a lot of people starting to stream because of the pandemic. Real quick,
So
chat. I did provide his link in the chat, so click his link. Go follow him on Twitch. Anyway, continue.
this episode is going to be a little different. We're going to kind of do an interview in a sense and just just basically shoot the shit with him for a little bit and see what happens. I do want to ask one question to start off though. Been
Yes.
thinking about it for a week.
A
Bob,
whole week.
who are you today?
Today, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I work on raising my kids, and for a while there, I was streaming every day because my son was in daycare, my daughter wasn't born yet, or my fiance was off work. But with the pandemic and basically lack of money, uh, me staying with the kids was kind of, it just made more sense because she's working from home, so I can stay in the living room with the kids while she's in our room and her little office set up. And but yeah, it's just I'm a father most of all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, dude. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and the fact that you still find time to stream on top of it is amazing. Like to be
Yeah,
able to
Yeah,
I
dude.
balance being a husband or and a father or whatever, and being a streamer on top of it is it's
well,
pretty amazing, man.
she's really supportive of it. She also it all my graphic designs, my logo, everything she's done for me.
Really?
So yeah,
Wow.
she's well, if uh, you check out uh, some of the stuff for Skillet Stream, uh, one of his logos and stuff she did for him as well.
Yep. She did
Oh,
my
that's
logo,
cool.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
yep, she
Yeah,
did everything, which I still use this day because I absolutely am in love with it. I want her. We're gonna talk about it later, but I want to have her make me some more stuff, possibly if she can in free time, and you know, see what we can do with that because I do want to start getting some more, not necessarily like the same logo, but maybe the different variants, maybe something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, spice
yeah.
it
I
up
hear
every
you.
now and
Yeah, a little bit of salt there,
then.
the white guy seasoning.
The white guy seasoning. Mayo.
Thought that was ketchup.
Gross.
Just
No, it's
nasty.
ranch.
I need to teach you guys how to cook.
Perhaps, dude.
Nah,
Perhaps.
man. Just stick red hot sauce in there. You'll be alright.
Episode 4, cooking podcast.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Unless you want to
I
see
don't have
my
the room in my kitchen for my PC.
unless you want to see my gourmet grilled cheese with ramen noodles.
The one time
Oh,
I
it's
cut a
grilled cheese
finger
and
off,
tomato
it'll be on the
soup, man.
live
You
stream.
dip it.
Not the way I make my ramen. And being a bigger guy, you
That's
can trust my food intake.
He knows what's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, when did this become roasting me?
Just trying to take the heat off me for a second.
One of these things just doesn't belong here.
For sure, for sure. So Bob, what's your favorite games to stream? Like, do you enjoy streaming competitive games, more chill bat games? Like, what's easier for you to stream?
It depends. I like shooters for the longest time, and I don't play it really at all anymore.
And don't say because we might lose viewers. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, I'll always have it'll always have a special place in my heart, but I don't play it anymore because it's not fun for me anymore. But I started playing Fortnite. I got a lot of my followers from Fortnite. I got lucky, and a lot of them have followed me over because I've been playing COD a lot more. The other night, or last night actually, I was playing Fall Guys. Was able to keep up with chat. It all depends on the day, really, as to what I want to play. If I'm feeling like just vibing with chat or something, I'll play something like Fall Guys or Minecraft or Sea of Thieves, where I can
Yeah.
look at chat more. Or if I'm really wanting to shoot people in the face, I'll go over to COD, and because you can't mess with my snipes on COD.
Oh. Yeah.
You're muted,
I
James.
shouldn't
You're
be
muted.
No,
Oh,
not. You're muted.
You're muted.
I'm not muted.
No.
I was trying to do something. Sorry. Anyway, proceed.
We're good.
Yeah, I figured that probably be the best way to communicate with your community would be through like a game like Minecraft or like Fall Guys too, which is a competitive game as well.
Yeah, it's fucking anxiety inducing for sure.
But
But
my favorite streamer, he played it for like a month and a half straight. Sips, dude, I've watched him for years. He was playing it. That game gave me anxiety just watching him play it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like with the trying to bounce over like the little
Sure,
things that
yeah,
move
yeah.
and like jump
Oh,
over
yeah, dude.
floors and
Getting
stuff.
flung halfway across the map. Oh yeah.
Yeah, getting hit by the little spinny thing and knocked back.
Yeah.
I have not actually played the game, and I want to play it, but haven't had the time
Yeah,
to
I
buy
can't-
it
My
right now.
streamer played
my-
it, and I can't do it.
my fiance wanted it really bad, and I was like, you know what? Let's just pull the trigger on it and get it. We'll both have fun playing it, and
Yeah, heck yeah.
it seems like every other night when I'm not streaming, we'll grab the PC, take it into our bedroom, and hook it up to the TV in there, and hook up a controller, pass the controller back and forth, and play.
Just have a good old
It's
time.
yeah, it's fun to play together.
That's cool.
And
Weren't you streaming that last night with her?
yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
thought.
and that was the first time I've convinced her to get on stream with me. So hopefully not the last,
Hopefully.
but we'll see.
I
Dang.
can't
mean-
convince my wife to even walk by the doorway if the camera's on.
Yeah, she'll pop open the door if she's not ready for camera. She won't come in. So
Yeah.
No, my wife would come in and the camera would just be sitting up, not even turn on. She'd be like, "Oh God, the camera's on," and run out. Okay.
yeah, and that's how she'll be. She's like, "Is your camera on?" Then if she sees the light on, she's like,
Avoids it
coming
like
any
the
further.
plague.
Yeah. So last night, getting her on stream was it was great. I had a lot of fun getting
I
her on
bet.
stream and playing.
I
Heck
was
yeah.
gonna tune
That was
in
a
last time, but
blast.
I know Mom and Dad's internet is not the greatest for watching streams for some reason. I guess because it's constant download. But I'm just like,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
the download speed's gonna kill you there.
Yeah. I mean,
So I bet that
it's-
was very entertaining though, just watch you and your wife go back and forth on cam.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, and that's what made me realize I need to get me a standalone mic because the headset just wasn't cutting it. So most of the
Yeah.
time I was commentating what she was doing, or she'd commentate what I'm doing, and it was fun. But a standalone mic to where she could, it would pick us both up would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
something
almost
more
needed for something
centralized.
like that.
Condenser mic.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of like
thing.
what Jory has.
exactly. Which I
With the
want to get
boom
one.
arm and everything.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
need a
dude.
different desk for
Dude,
it.
what I pay for this, like $60 or something like this for this bad boy, dude. It's
Yeah,
nice, it's
Nice.
nice mic, and it works perfect for music too, which is I got it more or less for this, but I was using I don't know where it is, but I was using just a standard vocal mic up until I got this bad boy. Now I got this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got a microphone picked out.
Oh.
And we got the voice changer from Bob. Thank you, Bob.
You knew I was gonna break it out at some point.
Fair
tonight.
point. Fair point. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I need
Sure,
to
sure.
get a plug-in for mine.
I use an app called Voice Mod.
Oh, that's cool.
$7.99 for 3 months of unlimited access to all their voice changers, and
That's pretty sweet. I got this
Yeah.
bad boy.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
you used
Break
it
out the
one time when I
hardware.
played Among Us with you guys.
nice.
Just old school, just stuff I have stored away.
Yeah.
Like this awesome half stack. It doesn't get played. Sadly, doesn't get played because
Yeah.
the tubes for it are about $100 a piece,
Ooh.
Oof.
and I need 2 of them.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
about one check from your regular job. You'd be fine. I think you can swing that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but that thing's loud, dude. That thing, these old windows, dude, it could probably crack one of these old windows and crack them.
Fair
This thing's
point.
loud, man. It's a legitimate half stack,
Yeah.
4 12-inch Celestians.
My stepdad has a couple of those, but he's been a musician for years.
That's
So
cool.
Yeah.
Same.
As far as my family got into musician stuff was just a acoustic guitar, and that was it.
I could play bass. I mean, I was halfway decent at slapping a bass around back in the day, but
Slap at the bass.
I'm not good at playing
I haven't touched
anything.
one in years.
he does he not look like a bass player?
Who, Jory? He does.
Yeah, I can play anything.
Oh, I was talking
I-
about Jesus.
Oh
No,
yeah, for
I-
sure.
You
He is
see
like
me with the long hair and the beard, you know.
he is ZZ Top in the younger days.
I was thinking
Right?
more of Fieldy.
There you go. There
Corn.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh
There you go,
yeah.
dude. You can drop my 4-string there down to. I wouldn't drop any lower than D, but you can do it. Learn how to slap it. It's a good
That's
sounding
how I
bass.
used to play. I played on a Bentley fretless back in the day, but
Oh, I love getting fretless,
just-
man. These things are expensive.
I just, yeah, exactly. I didn't have. I was a borrowed one, and then I didn't have money to buy my own, and
Yeah.
it was a hobby that kind of just ended.
I used to play the trombone back in high school band.
From
No, middle
I
school
done that
band.
too. I was a boner.
Oh.
This podcast went from PG to 13, or no, was it?
It'd be rated R.
PVMA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rated
is it
T for
TVMA?
teen.
yeah, PG-13. I'm trying to think, not fucking. What
T
am I
for
doing?
teen, man.
T for
Actually, even in PG-13 movies now, you have no cursing at all.
teen.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
I've not seen a PG-13 movie in years.
Since you were 13.
Right.
I've actually not been
I
to the
know-
movies in years, so that's a whole different story. And so
I know. I normally go. It's either PG or R. There's no
Well,
in between.
PG is the kids, yeah.
Yeah.
It's either,
Bar
it's
by
either
9 o'clock when they go to bed.
it's either I'm going to watch Moana or I'm gonna watch Saw. It's the jump, dude. I'm telling
There's
you,
no
Moana
in
to Saw,
between.
dude.
Yeah,
There
pretty
is
much.
no in between, dude.
No, there is no in
They're
between.
both great movies, dude. I love Moana,
yeah.
and I
Oh,
love
I do
Star.
too.
Yeah, great
What's funny
movies.
was my old our old where me and Jesus actually met our old job at Atro. There's a guy named Tony. He was obsessed with the movie. Like he was a cool guy, but that's actually where he's like, "You got to go home and watch Moana tonight." I'm like, "Cause I'm not seeing it yet." I'm like, "All right." Went home, watched
Dude, he
Moana.
used to blare the music.
Went back to
Dang it.
work the next day.
That's
He's
too
like, he
much.
grilled me on like, "Okay, what's this movie about?" Like he grilled me on stuff like, "What's the chicken's name?" I'm like, "Hey." Like he's like, "Good, you actually watched the movie." I'm like, "I told you I was gonna do it." And now I've seen it like another like 12 times since then.
He
Oh,
would.
that,
We were allowed to listen
that's
to
it.
music,
That's
and he had this
only
massive
12?
radio.
God.
And he'd blare fucking Shiny the whole fact
Oh,
that
yeah.
you'd hear
Well-
him just singing along with it.
I used to work online
That's
with
too
him.
much.
I used to work online with him. We would sit there and jam the Moana tracks. We would just me and both be sitting there just dancing and working.
He was
It was
really big
awesome.
into Disney though, which is why James is called Simba because we all had nicknames there.
Yep.
And
And
so
then that's where he
called
gets
him
the
Simba.
nickname Jesus.
Yes.
So
He
it's
actually
just
like went
full
full out
circle.
and made the little staff and would smack Simba with it.
yeah, it was definitely a hoot of a place to work at. I do miss that
A
job
hoot
dearly.
nanny?
A hoot nanny?
It
A
was
hoot nanny.
there was a bunch of people who really didn't take their jobs too serious and yet somehow managed to get stuff done.
yeah.
I've had plenty of jobs like that in the past.
I think that was one of the jobs that we spent most of the time bullshitting and just doing stupid stuff besides working.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Like
every
that
time.
factory work.
So
On the floor constantly.
on the other line I used to work on too, once in a while, I had a clear vision of where I could see Jesus in the other department. So I would look at him. I would stare at him until he sees me, and I would sit there. I would just go to make him do the dab too at the time. Like I would just sit there and stare at him, like, making sure he would see me. Then we make eye contact. I'm just like, dab. Then he does it too, and then we go back to work.
I'd see him out of my peripheral, like staring at me for like 10 minutes, and then I'd probably look up, make eye contact, and he'd do it. He's just like, ah. Now I have to do it in return.
But do you have to though?
Oh yeah, it was
That's
just,
the code. When someone
Okay.
dabs on you, gotta dab back. It's just the way it works.
See, the world of dabbing is totally different and confusing to me. Apparently,
Yeah.
Agreed.
it's not.
it's
where
different. It's different
See,
for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Different terms.
yeah.
I'm 32 years old. Dabbing was not a thing.
No, it was not, dude.
Right?
I'm 30, man. I'm a '90s kid. There ain't no dabbing, dude.
We
Fuck,
are too.
I'll be
First time
30 next
I
week.
think
first
I'm
time heard
actually-
dabbing was down at a campsite in a fucking dabbing THC.
I think I
Dabbing
was
oil.
actually.
Yep.
That's where I, learned the
I actually think
term.
I'm actually the youngest one here.
You are.
Well.
Well, shit.
So I'll be 30 a week from today.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because we just celebrated your
I'm
birthday last
used
night.
to be the oldest.
I'm used to being the youngest. Granted, my best friend's just old enough to be my dad, but
A little awkward.
no,
That's-
dude, I like hanging around the older crowd because you can generally learn from their mistakes.
Fair
You know,
point.
you don't have to learn from the mistake. You can learn from somebody else's mistake. That's why you listen to your elders, man. They're wise, man. There's a reason.
Knowledge is power.
their
That's
stories.
why I learn every day.
That as
Yep.
well, dude. That as well. And if
Yep.
you're not learning, that means your mouth isn't shut and your ears aren't open. If you haven't learned something today,
Honestly, that's probably why I watch some of the older streamers like Dr. Lupo and stuff like that, because the best advice I've ever heard from them and that I could ever give to anyone is stop looking at your numbers.
yeah,
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
fun with it. Enjoy what you're doing, because if you're into streaming to make money, you're in the wrong business,
Yeah.
because
At
it's
this point in time,
taken.
because of how saturated it is.
Oh yeah, it's very overly saturated, but I enjoy it, so that's why I do it. But
Yeah, and
If you're
and
into,
if you can make a career out of, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're fine. But yeah, if it's taken years for the top streamers like Dr. Lupo, Ninja, Shroud to get where they are today.
Yeah.
They didn't get success overnight. Ninja himself, he was on Cloud Nine doing Halo tournaments before he ever got into streaming.
Well, no,
He
that's not completely true. He's been streaming for years.
Oh, fact check.
Since 2009, 2010, he was playing Halo 3 1v1s, and he was completely different. He would wear like a cow over his head with his headphones on. He'd make
Oh
weird
yeah,
like
I've
Pokedex.
seen the videos. I've seen the old
Yeah,
videos of
he was
him back
amazing,
then,
dude.
and
Like I've been to a few events and I met him. He was crazy, but he was amazing, and that's what made him who he was. And then he got super famous and kind of had to, get politically correct, I guess would be the way to put it.
yeah. Well, being PC is not a bad thing, and
In most instances, yeah.
yeah. I have transgender people in my family. I have gay people in my family. I have multi racial people in my family. Hell, my kids would be considered multiracial because my fiance is Guatemalan and I'm me.
White.
I'm white. I'm fucking luminescent. Let's be real.
Icelandic, man.
Irish actually, but
I'm pretty sure most of us are pretty white. Like where we're like, if we were to be in the sun, we would probably burn in like 5 seconds.
I'm Dutch, man.
I mean, I'm Native
white as shit.
American, so
Oh well, guess
But-
I went out too. So
going from the some of the family I've grown up around to where I actually lived was a whole different story because I went from living in South St. Louis County in Lime, which is not a great area, and also South St. Louis off of Pennsylvania, which you walk down the street, you're going to see a hooker. And they're not pretty ones either.
they're not the high
living
class ones.
in Ferguson with my dad, and Florissant with my dad. It's a melting pot. It really is, and
yeah.
being
Yeah.
Oh
a
yeah,
little more
Kings Highway is a hell of a melting pot. I was stationed on Kings Highway. You love everybody down that road.
yeah. So being a little more PC, it helps you get further in life. It doesn't. You're a little less of a piece
Ow.
of shit for it.
Yeah, and I
I
didn't
can
get it in like in a
understand
bad way.
I get what you're saying.
I
It's
miss the
just
enthusiasm that he used to have. You know, the personality he used to have.
the what the fuck did you say to me, you little shit days?
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck you say me, little shit?
I miss that.
Yeah, and he's I've watched a couple of his streams since he's come back to Twitch, and he seems to be closer to the Ninja's Hyper days than
Yeah,
he was before he went to
sir.
what was that? Yeah, Mixer. It was before he left Twitch for Mixer. He wouldn't curse on stream.
He refused to play with women. He like there was a
Yeah.
lot of rules he had.
Well, and that's most
Really?
from what he said in the past. It was a promise he made to his wife, which I get that.
Yeah,
If that was something that my fiance wanted from me, I would respect it. But
yeah. It's because people twist everything. Like if he plays with a female streamer, then they can be skewed in the public as he's cheating on his wife or something, or that they'll paint it. The tabloids will paint it as an affair.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Do.
with the cancel culture that's going on right now, I get
Yeah,
I get trying to distance yourself from something like that because you have scandals and big companies like Rooster Teeth right now. And,
yeah. I just heard about that.
and there's been the Smash community has been demolished. Some of the bigger Super Smash Brothers players have gotten banned and everything. There's been just bans going all throughout Twitch over allegations,
Yeah.
and I don't blame people for trying to toe that line to where they're not and not trying to cross it at all because it's their livelihood for most of them.
Yeah.
For the big streamers, it's
When
their
you make as much
livelihood.
money,
Hell, I'm still not sure why Doc got Doctor Disrespect got.
he has
I
talked
was
about a
watching
little
it.
bit. Yeah, he talked very. I mean, he kind of hinted towards it. He said he couldn't really. There was a video I watched of him from his live stream, and he was
He
saying that
can't
he couldn't
say,
talk about
man.
it
It's
because
I'm
yeah,
sure
he can't
there's
say because of
legal.
logistics.
yeah.
But
Same
basically,
with
what he was insinuating was that they banned him and got rid of him because his contract was too big, and they could use that money to pay other people.
Yeah, they probably there's a possibility they used it to pave way to get Shroud and Ninja back, but
Yeah, and that's what he was insinuating, but he didn't come out and say it.
yeah, and the thing is, they want to people have to constantly toe that line. I played music on my stream every day while I was streaming. It helped keep me a little centered to where I wasn't getting too tilted at a game. Well, now I have to find copyright free music to use or something like that,
Yeah.
or just not play it because I don't want to get banned.
Well,
I thought you could still play regular music, you just couldn't re-air it. Like it would get cut off.
No. At first they were just muting your audio, but now they will put a strike on your channel, and it's wiffle ball rules. One strike, you get a warning. Second strike, you're out.
Oh damn.
Wow.
They will permaban your channel.
That's why I said
see,
quit playing music.
this is why I also when I kind of went in a roundabout way with this with my own self because I like listening to music when I play some games. So I went and did a audio program where I can actually cut direct audio where I want it to go. So I have my music going direct to my headphones only from my computer and not going to my stream.
Not into your stream.
That's nice.
Unless I want it to, and then that's in that case, then yeah, I will, you know, I got a playlist of copyright free music I've already kind of gathered up, and that's where if I want to play
Doesn't
music on my stream, go ahead, what?
doesn't Twitch have like a thing now too, like a music playlist or whatever that they host for you guys?
After the beginning of the year, Twitch Sings is gonna be no more as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured that was coming.
Well, like I
Because
mean,
of copyright.
there's several playlists out there you can find online that that's why I did. I found actually a playlist that I picked certain songs out of the playlist and put in my own, just so that way I could, instead of having this whole playlist of music that I don't really find interesting or liking, really, I don't want to be that playing in my back or my stream. If I wanted to have music playing, so it's, I've kind of got a little bit of a diverse playlist. I mean, it's small right now. I'm trying to grow it, but because like there's times like I like playing music on my stream, like whoa, like when playing Among Us. There's a lot of quiet time.
Super
in there.
busy right now.
Hello, child. I think
Another
I see
family
your wife
man.
in the background.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna get in trouble.
and that comes back to like you being a family man and streaming, dude. That's pretty cool. You can juggle that, and you
Yeah.
said your
You don't get
fiance
inconveniences
works
like
at
that.
home and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Well, I just do what I can.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, especially having kids as young as you. I know James was telling me that you have like a 3-month-old and a year-old or something like that.
She is 3 months old, and he's 3, almost 4. He'll be 4 on the 7th of November.
That's cool.
And I
man.
also
I'm
have
horrible.
a 14-year-old and a 10, almost 11-year-old
Wow.
with my
Heck
ex-wife.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of shit. Gone through a lot of shit.
Somebody's been a busy bee.
I only have one. I have a 9-year-old. That's all I have. He just made an appearance on Twitch for the first time in his life.
Yeah, my fiance does not like my younger two being on camera at all. So, and I respect that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
keeping their anonymity. If I can talk.
You almost had it.
Right, words are hard.
Anonymity. So I respect it. If they try to come in while I'm streaming, I will cut to one of my scenes that don't have a camera
Yeah.
because luckily I actually with the help of Durbin,
You
I was
found it.
able to figure out my G keys because I have a Corsair keyboard and couldn't. I was like, how do I bind these? And then I really got into it while I was up here, just hanging out one day and got it figured out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've always kind of been the techie kind of friend too. I mean, I'm helping everybody out with tech all the dang time. I just helped my mom out earlier last night. Her phone charger messed up or something, and so I had to figure out how to explain to her like what fast charging is and what it was.
Yeah, I'm not
Sometimes,
techie. If it comes to an instrument, I can figure it out, play it, and I could probably figure out how to fix it. It's
yeah,
yeah.
about
I've
the
always
best
been
my talents go.
I've always been very
Well,
techie growing up. So
I actually have two uh, college degrees that
Oh,
I
really?
don't use. I have an associate's in criminal justice, which originally I planned on being a cop, and then all kinds of stuff started going down years ago with cops and everything, and I figured, you know
God.
what, I should probably not.
Yeah, that's like nowadays, man. They're having hard times finding people to be police officers because number one, it's dangerous, and number two, it's a thin blue line and it gets thinner and thinner. You know.
Yeah.
well, for a while there, I did do some security work through a security company, and I remember my boss telling me whenever this is around the time when all that stuff happened, when all the Ferguson stuff happened, all those that
Mhm.
bad time, and
Yeah,
you know,
know about that.
granted, I'm a security cop, I'm a security guard at a small town college. Chances are nothing's gonna happen, but I mean, I did do some flex work, which meaning I was going to different sites throughout the week, and there were sometimes I would be down in St. Louis, and my boss always told me is like don't the people are gonna look at you and still see that badge, and they're gonna go for you instead of somebody else because of that badge.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and to me, it scared me a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like it did open my eyes a little bit, thinking, okay, well, this is, even though I'm just security guard, an unarmed security guard, it still can be dangerous because, like I said, I'm kind of, in a sense, the first line of defense when it comes to helping people in that particular site I was working. So
Yeah.
not necessarily I know do I got to run in the face of danger, but I just still got to help direct people. Tell me if something were to happen at the college. I'd be like, okay, everybody stay inside. Lock the
Well,
doors, all
you're
that jazz.
you're
And
a first responder in that sense.
essentially, yeah. And I mean, when my three things I had on me at all times at the college when I worked there was two cell phones that they provide, and a flashlight,
Yeah.
and a golf cart. I mean,
Ooh. You always beat somebody with a flashlight.
it
Yeah.
wasn't even a good flashlight. It was the one I brought from home. It was a little tiny one.
Yeah, it was a
Oh
small one.
God.
It wasn't even a mag light.
No, but it was a
You need to
fun
get one
job.
with a taser on it, man. Just be done.
It was a fun
Those
job.
don't last long.
I do. I
Oh,
do
I
miss
know.
that job just because it was actually a really relaxed job for what I did. I literally worked overnights and I would just drive around the college campus, and that time I was playing Pokemon Go too at the time because it just came
Heck
out.
yeah,
So
dude.
there was 3 Pokestops and a gym on that campus. So I'm like, bet.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that, man.
Always
And
a
you
You
got
rep
just
free
driving in
reign,
circles to
man.
the stops in the gym, like
I
Dude,
would.
take patrolling.
I would too. I would drive around real slow so I could still hatch my
playing against
eggs
a
too.
Japanese kid in the third dorm down.
But
He
it
can
was it
barely
was
speak English, but he can kick your ass at Pokemon Go.
like I would have to do walk around the campus, because we had to go scan barcodes, to say that we've been there, checking the place out, and I did take the job very seriously, even though it's just being as security guard, nothing's ever gonna happen. But I would just walk around, just do my job, and it was a blast. Like I had a lot of fun doing the job. I miss it, but the security post is now gone because the college went different ways. They went with actual cops because they didn't want to bring armed guards in there because they don't apparently they don't trust them or something. I don't know. So it's
It comes down to training. It's
yeah,
like me,
and I get that.
with me if I wanted to get a security job, I probably could. Maybe, I don't know,
Yeah,
just because of my military background.
yeah,
But something like that, like going and plucking some. Me and Daniel have this conversation all the time because I'm very pro Second Amendment. I'm a veteran and all this,
Yes.
and Daniel's. like the exact opposite of me, almost exact. And it's like one of them things. I'd rather have somebody who served, whether it not be combat or not, somebody who
Yeah.
still has weapon discipline and some form of a knowledge of rules of engagement, compared to some Joe Schmo who goes to a concealed carry course and boom, he's given a 9mm 2 mags and a radio,
Someone who's itching to pull the trigger because he thinks he's cool.
more or less,
Some
yeah.
you know some
Yeah.
some teenager who thinks it's cool to carry a gun and is gonna
Yeah.
put
And
himself in a position where he thinks it's okay to use it.
Shit, at that rate, you should have joined the military. I mean, if that's your
Right.
fucking goal in life, join the Marine Corps, man. Hell,
honestly, I tried to join every branch, but I couldn't because of my skin. I have eczema, and they
Oh,
say
yeah.
I'm prone to open wounds.
Yeah.
So I was rejected by every
Open
branch.
wounds and sunburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
sunburn helps my skin. It,
Really?
it, it will. The sun actually helps clear up my skin during the summer.
I will be right back.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Word, word, word.
But uh,
That sucks. You
I
couldn't get
also,
a waiver for that.
yeah, it is what it is.
Hmm.
There was other medical reasons as well. I have a false kneecap, so
Ooh.
they
Ow.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's a big thing.
I used to race junior moto, and I beat the bike to the ground, and I landed
Oof.
on my knee and crushed my kneecap. So they had
Yeah.
to put in a false patella, and
Damn.
yeah. But I also have
Focus.
another degree in computer sciences, so doing all
Really?
this, I built my own computer uh, from
Really? That's cool.
from the ground up. I by built my own. I went bought the parts, put it all together because it was easier than buying a pre-built because they're not as good. You don't get to pick out
And
what
it's a
part.
little cheaper if you build it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
with
depending on the time though too, because when I bought mine, I bought a pre-built. My intention was to upgrade as I go. As I had all the parts picked out, the same parts I had in the pre-built. It was actually cheaper to go with the pre-built at the time because I was at the time when cryptic mining was real big, memory was expensive, so it was easier for me to get a cheaper PC buying the pre-built. So it does depend on the time when prices
yeah,
are and stuff like that. So
That
because
camera fuzzy to you guys?
it's out of
it's a
focus right
little
now a little bit.
fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's fine though. We'll roll
Don't
with
mind
it.
me. Continue talking. I might try to fix it.
But uh, for the one I built compared to my fiance's old one, it's night and day. She was still running on DDR3. This one is DDR4, but when I built this one, hers was already 6 7 years old, so it was pretty much obsolete, and the that's the biggest problem with building computers in general is the next year you're gonna have a part that's obsolete
unless
because
unless you spend the money on it to actually get future proof, like if you were to buy the new 3000 series graphics card along with a new generation processor,
I would
that would
say it'd
last that would
improve.
last you for at least 10 years.
yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully.
And
to be
well,
fair.
yeah, if you get top of the line everything, yeah, it's gonna last you.
So I
But
mean, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, and I still have my whole setup in my system, and I just had a 1063 gig model. So I was very limited on my VRAM, and I'm still able to play that game in very decent settings actually still for being a AAA title, and that card is at least 5 years old at that point.
yeah,
So I
and
mean,
with this one, uh, it's the 580 Red Dragon,
yeah.
and it came stock with 8 gigs of VRAM.
And so that's where I
So
upgraded mine just recently. I've got the 1660 Super now, and that's gonna last me at least a couple more years. And
oh
unless I
yeah,
decide to upgrade to the newest 3000 series whenever it does get better, because that's right now it's not the greatest.
yeah, they've been having a lot of problems with the 3090,
Yeah.
the drivers for it.
Yeah, that's what I've been
It
hearing. So I'm just trying to I'm gonna wait till those kinks get worked out, then I'll maybe jump on the bandwagon the 30 series.
Because well, the 3070s are supposed to be coming out here soon, and they're only supposed to be like $500.
Well,
Yeah, so
so is
they're
the
supposed to be to compete with the new Xbox and the new PlayStation.
so is the
like the same
3080. The
price range.
3080 is also $500. I believe, yeah.
Well, I know the 3070, like the 3070 Ti and Supers are going to be pretty much. You might as well throw your 2080 in the trash.
Yeah.
So
And like I said, I went from the 1060 to the 3 gig to the 1660 Super 6 gig. It's not exactly a big difference, but I mean I can obviously handle a lot more graphics processing than what I used to.
oh yeah,
Because
and
now I'm actually able to stream at 1060 or not 1060 but 1080 60 FPS. I'm not doing it right now because it does take up a lot of process. Working here. Sorry.
That's like when I bought my computer with
More
my
distractions.
That's
big
the story of this
Chromebook.
podcast, huh?
I wanted to build my own because I knew it'd be cheaper. Number one, number two, I'd be able to get a lot more bang for my buck. But number three is like I might use it not for gaming. I just need a high capacity computer, something that can run something like what we're doing now, and it can run my music program. And I
Yeah,
paid $800 for the PC itself, and it was like I paid like 160 or something for this monitor, whatever it was. Me and Daniel have the same monitor, and it's not a bad deal. I paid $950. I'll tell you what, I'm satisfied, and I have an odd feeling this will last me a couple years because I don't
Yeah.
really
Real quick,
high game with it. Shoot.
Fishy says, hey, my 2080 heard that, Bob."
sorry, Fishy, it's true. But it is, and if I upgraded my graphics card, I'd have to upgrade my CPU as well because it would just bottleneck.
Yeah, and that's where, if I do go with the new 3000 series, I'm also going to upgrade to at least the Ryzen 7, at least, if not the Ryzen 9, if
and
I
I'll
have the
take your
budget
old
for it.
parts.
I mean, dude,
We're gonna
that's
Frankenstein you a
that's
computer,
what I did
brother.
with Tim. I mean, I pulled.
That's what every computer I've ever owned in my entire life has been Frankenstein parts out of the trash I found to make them work.
Well,
Mine have always been cheap, like super cheap, like gateways back in the day until I got this bad boy. Something that
I
can glow
I think
green.
altogether between my screen and because I have dual monitors, I
Same.
my fiance had this screen that I'm looking at now when we met. Excuse me, but I also I guess back in April for my birthday present, she got me a Scepter 165 hertz monitor for about 190 off
Nice.
That ain't
Amazon.
bad.
And so altogether my setup's a little over $1,000. So
Nice.
it works great. I think I probably need to put a couple more fans in there to get the heat out a little more, but
Yeah.
it looks great. Here, I'll show
Yeah.
you guys.
We're going on an adventure!
This is-
Yay!
This is mine.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet. It's like a
Dude,
chill
that thing is.
box.
Yeah, dude, that
Oh,
thing is
yeah.
sleek as hell.
Yeah, that thing's hot, man.
I love you too,
I almost
Brian.
bought one of them pre-built
Sorry.
chill boxes. Those
Yeah,
those things look pretty sweet.
I picked everything out
Chill
that's
blast,
on
that's what
there.
it was.
Besides, I stole the power supply unit from her old PC because, well,
It was a free
I
power
didn't want to
supply.
pay. Yeah, and it works great. I've had no problems out of it. The only time I ever had a problem out of it is when I decided, I wonder what would happen if I put this 760 in there with my 580. And it's like, and it's not that it couldn't run it. It's the fact that it's Ryzen and NVIDIA were fighting over graphics between the two programs, so it was not getting along. So I pulled the 760 out of there because I was gonna just use that for one monitor because unfortunately Ryzen does not, or AMD does not do built-in GPUs. So
Yeah.
that's the only downfall I think for Ryzen and AMD is they
That's
don't
just, I
do the
mean,
built-in GPUs, and honestly, Intel started to uh, get away from it unless you go with their K series.
I mean, well, that's true. But with that true being said, though, too, I mean, everybody and their brothers putting in some kind of graphics card in their computer nowadays, anyway. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of pre-builts,
Yeah.
just basic pre-builts are coming with a graphics card that are somewhat decent. So they got people that can actually run dual monitors because it's only I
That's
think
like I can run dual monitors on mine.
I think
Mine's
only with
pretty
it,
cool.
if I'm not 100% wrong, this but I think only graphics cards can really do the dual monitor setup anyway because most motherboards don't support dual monitor setups.
Yeah, and really, I didn't need the dual graphics cards in there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to test it out
Well,
because
yeah,
I've
fair.
got both
See
of
what
them.
happens.
Yeah, and it tried to shit the bed on me. So
I'm sitting here thinking now, I would like to have me a third screen for doing the stream stuff too once in a while, just so I can actually have, a second space for stuff I need to look at with
Just
on
go
the
all
regular.
Matrix 6 screen, dude.
Dude, if I had the
Two,
room and I
four,
had the
six,
money,
man. Hell yeah,
you
dude.
better
Hell,
believe I'd be
right
sitting there
All
looking
you
like
need,
this.
you need like a
Have one of them
sphere you can
chairs.
step into, like a massive dome that just projects screens all the way around you.
No, like that
I would
room
need a
in
lot of screens
grandma's
because I'm
porch.
very
Have your chat like
round.
on the screen back here. We gotta like turn
Just
around
sit
to
here
read the
like,
chat.
all right, so thank you guys for the.
Yeah. Nice green screen. That's not a green screen.
This is my actual screen.
Yeah.
Make it look like the news have a little screen over here for like the headlines.
Hell yeah.
Have it like
Set it up like a
scrolling.
dog. Yeah.
yeah,
uh,
I've thought about getting a because I use DisplayPort on both of my monitors. Uh, they're it just looks better
oh yeah.
using the DisplayPort compared to using HDMI. 'Cause
HDMI.
Funny.
HDMI won't convert the frames as quickly,
Funny thing about
whereas
my
DisplayPort
setup.
it's instant.
Funny thing about my setup. So whenever I bought my pre-built my monitor, because I bought everything at once, because that was my tax check, and I know my graphics card at the time had a display port and an HDMI. I thought I had two display ports though. From the pictures I seen, I didn't really, I did a lot of research on it, but not apparently that much. I get the monitors in and get everything in at once, and I start setting everything up, and I forgot to order DisplayPort cables. So I went to a store here in town that only place that sells DisplayPort cables because Walmart don't carry them in the store here. Damn small towns. So I went
I
to
don't think
this
really
little
Walmart
AV.
cares.
I went to this little AV store here in town, and I bought two DisplayPort cables. The only ones they had were 20 foot each. So I've got and come to find out I only needed one because it's a DisplayPort and HDMI. So I have a 20 foot
You could
DisplayPort
put
cable from my
you could
from
put one of your monitors right behind you on your wall.
I could. So I've got one 20 foot.
Run the poop.
I
That's
need
how
to
my
buy a
Keep
new
one on
one.
the
Ethernet is.
bed.
I need to
Yeah,
buy a
that's
new
how my
one.
Ethernet is, dude. It's the only one our Walmart had at the time I got my PC because I was gonna come home and play this. I don't care what it took. If
Yeah.
it took 3 trips to Walmart, I was gonna do it. 75 feet of Ethernet cable.
Yeah, I've got a 50
The only,
foot.
the only one they had, dude.
I've got like 10 different Ethernet
Well,
cables.
I'm,
Not gonna lie,
I'm lucky. I've got the knowledge on how to make my own, so I made my own short runs from my router to my PC over here, and I have
Nice.
got a whole network infrastructure in my apartment. I've got
I got
network
a, I
cable
got a
right to my
thick
living
band
room.
of it like that right
And...
behind me.
yeah, I need to get another long Ethernet cable. I've got one that goes from my router into my bedroom, which is probably a good 15 foot away. But it's a 50-foot Ethernet cable, so I've got it wrapped up on her desk. The rest of it, because well, that's she works from home. Everything she does is on her computer. It's tied to the internet, and
Yeah.
she has to
Yeah,
use
it
a
has to be
VPN
has
and
to be
everything.
has to be
hardwired and have the
hardwired.
best possible connection.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it's like my
No
new job I'm
drops or
starting
nothing.
tomorrow. One of the requirements was, and you gotta have direct connection, no Wi-Fi. I'm like, they're like, and she asked me, how do you plug your network cable in? I'm like, you plug it in the back of the computer in the back of the router. because it's a job for everybody, so they got to ask all these basic questions. I'm sitting there, I'm sort of thinking like I built my own computer. Yeah, this is exactly how you do this.
Hey, catch me on twitch.com, blah, 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 if you really want to know.
Yeah. I'll make a YouTube video and submit to you guys for tech support, showing you
There
how
you
to
go.
just.
It's a 3-minute process, but I'm going to make you watch a 10-minute video with ads.
Hey, democracy.
I gotta get paid somehow.
Word.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I run ad breaks on mine.
Hey, nothing wrong
right?
with running ads. man.
I get paid for
When
it.
you're searching
so-
for a game or whatever, you're in the lobby waiting on the game, a match to start. Run a 30-second ad,
Well, I watched a Shroud
filling and
video.
wasting
Shroud
time.
did like a
I can't run ads
like
yet.
a 15-minute video explaining why you should run ads on your channel if you're an affiliate type thing. And it was like,
If you're an affiliate, I'm good. I'm almost
well,
there.
yeah.
You're
Fingers
getting
crossed.
Yeah.
I know.
You're close, buddy.
He was like, dude, if you have to go to the bathroom, just run an ad real quick. Go.
Right.
'cause I guess a big thing right now is people not running ads because people don't like ads being ran. But with the new way that Twitch does their ads, I guess where is it? It's like on the individual now. It's not everybody at once or something like that. Isn't
Yeah,
that what the big
it's,
controversy was?
Yeah, originally they were only paying their partners for running ads, but I guess about a year ago they started paying affiliates for ads ran on their channel. Whereas if you're just if you haven't hit affiliate yet, no ads will run.
Yeah.
Because they want you to get up there. They don't want to chase people off with the ads,
Yeah.
but they also get revenue from those ads. So they want everyone to run ads. They give it's pennies on the dollar. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't make much.
It's just like musical royalties.
Yeah, and with it, and I've noticed since I've started running ads more, I've gotten more out of it. Like this round, I've gotten probably a couple bucks out of this payout because lately I don't make much from my streams. I'll be honest. I make maybe $100 a month,
Yeah.
and that's if I'm lucky. But I love doing it. I'm not in it for the money. I've never been in it for the money.
And that's what's really cool about that is not being in it for the money. You're in it for the fun.
Yeah.
The money is just
I'm
something. It's just a bonus you get. It's
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
And
if you're passionate about your job, then it's not really work. It's not if you really enjoy it and you're really passionate about it, you sit down and do it every day. You're not working. You're just playing video games and having a blast. And if once a month you get $100 check in the mail for doing that, then you're not going to complain.
exactly.
Nice little.
Sure.
And I just wanted to put this out there while we're live. If I get 10 subs on my stream by this Friday, around I'm because this weekend, if it happens, I will be getting my nipple pierced live
On stream.
On,
Yes.
I cannot do it on stream because of
You'll get
POS,
stripes
but-
on that.
I will be doing it live either on Discord or Twitter. I'll figure out the
Book
Hey,
live
I'll
or
hit that on
something.
Discord, dude.
Real quick, Squirrel just came in
I'll
the
throw
chat.
some new metal.
Squirrel just came in the chat and said, "I'm going to get this left nipple pierced thanks to Squirrel."
I've got to get those 10 subs by Friday, bud, or it's not happening. I'm putting my foot down on that.
Bet. I will get the money.
Watch it tomorrow.
I'll
And
gift
it
you
doesn't
10
have
subs.
to be
I don't
10
even
subs
care.
from one person. Yeah, he said he's going to take me to get it done, and he's going to pay for it.
Oh, hot damn.
Because it was his idea. Originally, he tried to get me to get my belly button pierced. I said $500 or 100 subs.
You get 10 gifted subs. You get 10 gifted subs. You get 10 gifted subs.
Just like fucking handing out subs.
My wife is up for it. That's the funny part.
Yeah, Kat wants, and Yeah, she's
Yeah, I'm all
she's
game
like,
for it
I
too.
get to pick out, I get to approve the nipple ring. I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're gonna have like a really pink like flower or something.
hell no, dude. We're gonna go straight hoop it.
Get a bull ring.
Huge ass hoop.
this is gonna be fun.
Remember, guys, go over to Bobnonymous on Twitch to
Yeah.
give him 10 gifted subs.
/Bobnonymous1.
Stream will be in chat.
Well, we'll have to send the link to our Discord so everybody can watch that.
Right?
Already got it, Bob. So you type it out.
Oh, you don't have the
No, I
shout
have
out
it set up.
command. I need to get that set up for you.
Yeah, I need to work on my stream a little more.
I need you to make me a mod on your stream elements so I can set up you some commands.
All right, then. Well, we can obviously work on that later, not right now, because well,
Yeah, that's
We're
not
live.
going to happen right now.
Hey, we're live on a podcast.
What?
With a whole
what?
bunch of
When
interruptions.
when there's kind of
Wait.
going off the rails, like
Hold
always,
on,
but you
hold
know.
on. I'm live.
What's that clicking noise?
Um, what's
What's
it
that
mean when
big
the
red
light's
light?
on the camera?
What's this little black dot in the middle do? Don't touch it! Poke. God, this one
Oh,
really
man.
weird all of a
It's
Yeah,
sudden.
been an
originally-
amazing
Like fun.
episode. It's been a blast.
Originally, what I used to use for my cam before I got this one was I used to use my phone.
Yup.
It was I'd use an app called iRun or something like that, and it would connect to my phone over Wi-Fi, and it worked great for a while. But I got this, and the video quality's just as good.
Yeah, I need to give me a
and
better camera.
I don't have to try to connect it. It's because sometimes it would have connection errors, and
And if someone calls you, I bet it canceled it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And
Just
the
put
problem
your number
was
in the chat. Just make
I'd
your camera go
either
disabled.
have one of my best friends call me or something on while I'm trying to stream, and I'm like, dude, I'm streaming. I need my phone.
GTFO, bro.
Yeah, they don't understand. It's like
Well, it's like back in the day when I used to I lived in my parents' house. Only I could ever get internet out there was using my cell phone hotspot. It was back on my 360 days.
Done
And I was
that.
playing Black Ops 2 all the time. And I was sitting there playing, and anytime I get a phone call, connection error, it would just drop me from the game. So I would
Oh,
oh,
actually
it was horrible.
I would actually put it on. I think do not disturb, so my phone calls would not go through. So I don't have to worry about getting a phone call
I've
or
done
a
that
text
for an
message.
entire year.
I did it
Of
for
my
like
hotspot for an entire year,
I did it for like
and
3 years.
played competitive Halo for the entire year, like actual matches and stuff off a hotspot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
By the way,
Horrible.
Killer Squirrel says I always call you while you're streaming. Like what the fuck?
He
Ella?"
does. He's notorious for doing it. Like, I'll get a call from him at least one time every other stream, and I'm like,
It's like he goes on and knows that you're streaming. It's like, I'm gonna give this guy a call, see if he answers right quick.
He's got to follow just so he knows when to call you.
Yeah, he's like lurking in the chat.
So you're just like,
wait to
sees-
call.
Sees the
Wait,
notification pop. Oh look, he's live. Call.
there
Oh, he's
for a
talking
while.
to the chat. Let's interrupt him.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
for a
he's winning.
while.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, on my old setup, I'd be in the middle of a game, and if I got like notifications for bits or anything, it would lag the game a little bit. So one of my buddies, Kane, would donate 1 bit at a time just to lag me out while I'm in the middle of a fight. I'm like, you motherfucker.
That's like people doing the donate and go doing that shit, dude.
Yeah, I thought about putting
that
something like,
straight piss some big street. It used to
Dude,
piss.
real
myself
quick, I remember seeing a little clip of a streamer. He had his his thing where it would read out the messages when he gets a donation, and he had his speakers on. He had let his iPhone sit on the table, and he went away for like 10 minutes. Somebody had donated twice. Hey Siri, call 911. Siri started dialing
Oh yeah, I
911,
heard about
and
that.
then they're like, "Are you sure you want to dial 911?" They're donated again. Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm like, oh my god,
Wow.
that
Oh
trolled by
yeah.
the stream.
Oh yeah, they turn Alexas on and stuff all the time. Like Chris would always get his Alexa turned on.
This
It,
is why I don't leave
Google
my speakers
searching,
on.
blah blah blah. You know, funny.
This is why I don't
Yeah,
leave my speakers on during streams.
yeah. I turn my speakers off because one, I don't want to hear an echo, and
Yeah.
two,
Yeah.
Right.
I, I I don't want people to hear some of the shit that comes out of the people I play with's mouth
Ew.
because I keep my window open and
Your neighbors will be like,
I
"What is he saying?"
yeah.
Because little your
Let me
It's
call
bad
neighbor's
the
house
house
is
near
like,
a hostage situation at some point.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that I'm calling someone to see you next Tuesday, but
Did he just say that?
Oh my goodness, this isn't the UK. You can't say that on television.
Somebody should wash his mouth out with soap.
Get over here. She said. She said. It's been
He
said.
said it again, honey.
Oh, he keeps saying
Call the HOA.
it.
We're getting them kicked out by tomorrow.
no,
Hi,
my
Keisha.
cell phone's on the charger in the other room, squirrel.
Oh.
Oh, he's already trying to call.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do.
That's
Just
funny.
damn LOL.
Uh,
Oh, this has been fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely had-
For sure.
I had a
I do
question
it
for you.
again.
I had a question for you, but I forgot what it was now. But anyway,
I had a
Hey.
whole list of questions, and we kind of just blew right through them.
hey, ball pitcher, thanks for the follow. What's going on, ball pitcher?
Hello, hello.
That's
uh,
any more questions for him, Jesus?
What do you think about the hoodie? That's a question for y'all.
Well, you already know my opinion.
loving the
on
merch.
I love the hoodie, man. I'm next in line for one. So tomorrow when I see you at work,
it. He's gonna steal, is what he's saying.
You're gonna steal mine?
He's gonna rock in the
No.
parking lot.
now I may or may not have bought a blackjack on Wish.com. Don't quote me on that. They say it's 12 gauge steel and inch leather, so it
Why,
should,
thank you, ball pitcher. I just got a chat that says you are some sexy men, no homo.
Oh,
Thank you.
Hey there.
I try to tell my wife that every day. She don't believe me.
Yeah.
I took my son to school. I took my son to school Friday morning, right? And I was looking around. I was like, man, I have zero competition with all these dads. Like, I'm the hottest one here.
word.
Granted, they're
man.
all in their 50s. I told
He
my
told
wife, my wife's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, man, if I would have rolled my windows down and those
It's
soccer
the
moms would have
beard.
saw me, they'd been like, that's worth throwing 20 years of marriage away.
Oh, dude,
Those
soccer
girls are-
moms
it's the
like
beard.
dad shorts, dude. They like them dad shorts.
No,
I can see you
it's
rocking some
fall.
dad shorts.
It's fall. It's not dad
Yeah.
short season anymore.
No, not the
Dude,
gray
no, that-
sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
No, that's where you're wrong, man. No, it's still dad short season. It's for them hardcore dad shorts with like the almost knee-high white socks
Ooh.
With the old. God, I couldn't do that.
and the
man.
sandals out raking leaves. Yeah,
Yes, with
Yeah.
the Miller Lite in his other hand.
They-
Miller